slow, watching pizza doing bad shows, cause he's an asshole. Alex Vela, OZ, Rottweiler, Muggsy, Hellcat, Mooch, and the one and only Dixie Lee. Team Bushes is the name, and they all work towards the same fucking goal, and that is only do cost only pizza pain, cause that's all that he deserves. He's been working on our nerve for fucking years. This fucking queer's just a jerk off in a perv. Team Bushes, Team Bushes. Once tried to diddle his brother. I can't even fucking imagine what this did to his mother. He got locked up in a psych ward for his sick crimes, and decades later he got exposed by Joey Dimes. Now he's on a fucking mission to prove he's no Jomo, and he never stops bitching cause he's such a homo. He claims he spent years in prison, but he don't remember exactly where he did his time, cause he's a pretender. He made up this fucking lie to try to impress you, and he'll sad fish and he'll cry to try and finesse you. So Team Bushes is on a mission as pizza's opposition to destroy his fake persona and put an end to his grifting. Team Bushes, Team Bushes, yeah, Team Bushes, they're peeping through the shadows, creeping mad slow, watching pizza doing bad shows, cause he's an asshole. Alex Vela, OZ, Rottweiler, Muggsy, Hellcat, Mooch, and the one and only Dixie Lee. Team Bushes is the name, and they all work towards the same fucking goal, and that is only to cause Tony pizza pain, cause that's all that he deserves. He's been working on our nerve for fucking years. This fucking queer's just a jerk off and a perv. Team Bushes, they're here to keep an eye on you and make your life a living hell, cause you're a piece of shit and that ain't hard to fucking tell. You grift and you scheme and you bitch and you scream and you throw temper tantrums till they give you some green. You're a whiny fucking jerk and you refuse to go to work. If you don't get what you want, you lose your shit and go berserk. Go Z, bought membership for FBS's chat, and you fucking lost your mind and began to attack. Dixie Lee is a lady that you once were obsessed with, then she rejected your ass just like everyone else did. Alex Vela's channel is fucking hilarious. He clowns you in his videos and you should be embarrassed, bitch. You terrorize relentlessly in every single chat, cause nobody has more fucking sock accounts than Hellcat. Rottweiler, Luke, and Muggsy are world-class ball breakers, but Tony Pizza's a fraud and his crew are all fakers. Shadows, creeping mad slow, watching pizza doing bad shows, cause he's an asshole. Alex Vela, OZ, Rottweiler, Muggsy, Hellcat, Mooch, and the one and only Dixie Lee. Team Bushes is the name, and they all work towards the same fucking goal, and that is only to cause Tony pizza pain, cause that's all that he deserves. He's been working on our nerve for fucking years. This fucking queer's just a jerk off and a perv. Team Bushes, yeah, the Team Bushes, yeah.
Yizzo. Sorry I'm late, guys. As you can see, I'm a little all over the place right now. What a surprise, I know. I was ready on time. I swear to God I was. But then I realized, oh, shit, I want to play the fucking SUG song. You know, the last one I made, which was pretty fucking good. I took it out of my StreamYard here because I always got to make space for other shit. So I went searching through my phone for 15 minutes. That's why I was late, and I still didn't fucking find it. I'm pissed. I don't know where it went, but that was a masterpiece, so I have to find it somewhere. I don't know what I might have titled it that's making it impossible for me to find, but I got to figure it out. It's very, very important. So maybe for the next show, I'll have it for you, because obviously we're going to be talking about SUG today. You know what I mean? Because why not? Apparently, SUG is losing his fucking mind, talking mad shit on me, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Eric. I don't know what his problem is. I mean, maybe it's this. If I look like this, I might be upset too. Look at this dickhead with his Cash App up in the right-hand corner. Yeah. Yeah, he's not a beggar or nothing. Nope. Look at that fucking Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's got good reason to be angry. Doggy style. I'm starting a dog babysitting business. God forbid. Jesus, Shug, you pervert. Yeah, I know. He's a great looking guy, isn't he? He considers himself beautiful. What's up, my gooch? Let me see who's here. Let me just go through this real quick. Sally, got dollar Mimo. Miss Can't Be Wrong. Eric, Mr. Bestiality, which drinking again last night, letting his mouth overload his ass. Yeah, was drinking. Yeah, he was. I didn't hear it, but people told me about it. Somebody did send me a couple of clips, but I don't think they were anything I need to play. But he's very angry, though. Very angry. Sachio's favorite dog. Well, I know it is. And people that I had a little more I don't know. I thought more highly of before this whole thing, really let me down. Like, oh my God, you're okay with this? Not only are you okay with it, but that's your buddy now. It's very bizarre because I guess, you know what? Fuck it. Let's be honest. It just goes along with the theme of MobTube. You could be anything on here. It don't matter. MRE's a pedophile, a fucking, a rat, a fucking scumbag in general, a neo-Nazi, and he's got a huge following. And even after everybody found out everything about him, so I mean, what does it matter? Now we find out that Sachio fucks dogs, and it's like, so, half the people don't care. It's amazing, man. It is, but because of the stuff I know about politics and certain people in this country, I'm not really surprised because there are people where there's just no line. You know what I mean? There's no line. There's nothing that goes too far where they say, "Okay, I'm bowing out of this one." Nothing. There's a lot of people who don't stand for anything. Yeah, I know. All right. And that'll be remembered too. That's why, guys, I swear to God, my only goal here at this point is to just do politics from now on. Because even though those people are sicker than the people on MobTube, it's just a different world. I just I want to get away from these specific people so fucking badly. Oh my God, I feel dirty just talking about these motherfuckers. They're such fucking scumbags. I got to get out of here. I mean, I'm on my way, by the way. I'm doing pretty fucking well. I'm doing pretty well. I just don't make much cash on those shows. A lot of super chats. So hopefully, maybe this will be a thing of the past soon. Bobby, a year, and that happened. That's a true fucking story. That's what he said. And that happened. That's a true story. That's what he told his panel that night. But now it was a joke, right? He didn't, have oral sex with a fucking, canine. No. Now it was just a big joke. And so, you know what? Whatever abuse you're getting for this, good. First of all, you're sick in the fucking head to be doing this. You're a danger to society. You're a danger to pets, for fuck's sake. But secondly, just the fact that you thought it would be a good idea to tell that story on here, you deserve whatever you get. Just from sheer stupidity. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. Hey, Angela Jade. 5.2 million trees in American Jews facing Apex subdivision. All right, North and Termos. Bye. Let me see. Maverick, what's going on? Been a while. Miss Can't Be Wrong. Did I shout you out? I better have. Rolex and race cars. Matthew Wren. Soto. Yeah. I'm sorry I was late. I was trying to get you the song. I don't know if you guys remember the last Shug song I did. It was an extended version of the first one, and it was beautiful. And I'm starting to think it's gone for good because I looked through everything in my little library here, and there's nothing. There's nothing that I checked every song, and they're just not it. So this is bad. I wish I remembered what it sounded like so I could check. Maybe I do have it, but I don't even remember what it sounded like. Is this is this the real guy or is that a troll? Let me see. Come on, don't believe that story. Come on, guys. It's not a real story. He was ducking with everyone. It was for shock value and a damn good laugh. Shack lady, you're the same person that always argues in favor of Trump, right? Yeah. This is what I mean. It's people believe what they want to believe. They hear what they want to hear. Not to bring up politics, but I always bring up that the time Trump stood in front of a crowd of people at a rally in North Carolina and said, "I don't care about you. I just want your vote." Straight face. One of the very rare times he was telling the truth. And when I brought it up, everybody was like, he was joking. Come on, it was a joke. No, look at him. It wasn't a joke. And anybody who knows better knows he doesn't care about them. You know, but people see what they want to see. It's the same thing. Shack lady is a fan of Suggs, so she doesn't want it to be true. Forget about the fact that the guy described it in detail and then said, and that happened. That's a true story. And then described in detail how his dog would eat his jizz right off his dick and then off a girl's belly. Okay. And he talked about how great it is for this protein. They love it. They love it. It's protein. They love it. He said it on 2 different shows and then disappeared for 2 days. And when he came back, it was all a joke, guys. Come on, it was a joke. Yeah, I bet the tranny story was a joke too, right? Yeah. Shack lady, you're a fucking moron. No offense, but you are. I've dealt with you before. You really are. Coop. I never called him a drunk. I simply said he sits on live and drinks, and he does. I'll call him a drunk. I know. Well, listen, Shack lady, you know what? I don't want to insult you and be mean to you and all that stuff. You're probably a nice person, but to say that that's a joke, I mean, come on. Shack lady, let me just ask you something. What if it isn't? And what if he does that shit? Is that okay? Is it like something you could just let slide? Just in case it's a joke. It's so funny because I'm an atheist. And when I say I don't believe in God, they say, what if there is a God? What if you're wrong? Then what? I'll apply the same thing to this. What if Suge is a dog fucker and he wasn't just joking? And Shack lady here and certain other people are all in and saying, no, he was joking. You guys are crazy. You just didn't get the joke. From an obvious pervert, again, I give the speech about Trump all the time, where there's smoke, there's fire. All the accusations over the years combined. I mean, it's like he's got to be guilty of something, right? Of course. Suge, the tranny story, which, we have no reason to believe you didn't know she was that before she did what she did. Okay. It's just you saying it in your story that you recalled 30 years after it happened, 40 years after it happened. Okay. And obviously you're going to say that because it wouldn't make you look good. Otherwise you would say you didn't know. Then the fact that you went to Thailand for 2 months by yourself without your wife, even though you're on YouTube now dissing Eric Foss and talking about how your marriage is healthy and in good standing. You went to Thailand without your Let me tell you something, guys. When I go away, like I've been going away, you think I'd ever be taking a trip without Shanna? It just so happens to be that I'm going to spend time with a sick family member, and Shanna, can't just get off work, and we got my stepson and the dogs. My mom used to watch the dogs for us. She's not here anymore. I go on those trips by myself simply because it's something I have to do. And it's not so easy for everybody to pick up and go leave, but even those trips are a week, 8 days, something like that. 2 months in Thailand for, without a doubt, something perverted. You got that, you got the tranny story, or whatever other sexually deviant shit he said. I'm sure there's more. And then now this, and you're like, nah, I don't believe it. You don't believe it. The cash will come in time. Give it another 4 months. By the late spring, summer, things are going to change. Oh, I ain't got that kind of time. Fuck this shit. I don't care anymore. I really don't. You want to donate? People donate. If not, who gives a fuck? I don't care. I don't even care anymore. S. Frank, I hear you. He insisted it was true. He did. I mean, he didn't just say it and then move on. Maybe he'd be like, all right, maybe for whatever. But here's the other thing, Shack lady and whoever else. Why would you even say that as a joke, knowing that you already have a reputation for being a degenerate, and This is a community where you're going to be tortured. You're telling me it was worth it to you. It was worth it to you to pull a little joke on everybody. It was worth a lifetime of abuse that you're facing now. People calling you with, with fucking dogs, leaving messages and shit for you and everything else you're going through. Was it worth it, Shug? No, it wasn't a joke. You told the story thinking, listen, it's just like anything else. We've all been around some douche that bag that'll be like, have you ever? And everybody's like, no. He's like, oh, yeah, me neither. No, I was just, I was joking. Yeah, you thought that this is a normal thing. You thought that like nobody's gonna think this is weird. Everybody's had a dog lick their asshole, and it turned out nope. Only the people who want to be in pure denial about it. They're the ones that'll believe you. It's so funny, man, because in politics, okay, whatever, you've convinced yourself a certain politician is going to fix your problems. Everybody's looking for somebody to fix their fucking problems, whatever. Okay, but on here, I mean, what does it take for you to walk away from a guy? It's just another content creator. There are 40 fucking shows probably on YouTube that are all identical to each other. It's just different panels. They all talk about the same things every fucking day. Nothing ever changes. This one's fighting with Angel. Now they're not fighting with Angel anymore. Now they're fighting with Slow Flow. They're not fighting with Slow Flow anymore, but now they're fighting with Jim Terry. They're not fighting with Jim Terry anymore. So now they're fighting with, it's the same thing. I mean, why are you guys so invested in a dude that you will just be like, it's one thing. Listen, you know what, Shaq Lady, if you would have just said nothing and remained in his chat, I don't even know who the fuck you are, to be honest. I've only seen you in my politics chats. Okay. But any of you who do that, you just shh and stay in the chat. Nobody's going to say anything, probably. They're not going to notice. But when you come out and defend him, now you've made an asshole out of yourself. Because at least if you stay in the chat silently, because you can't leave because the Shug is so important to you, it's just like you're indifferent. You don't have an opinion either way. You're not even going to talk about it. But Shaq Lady comes in here and says, come on, guys, he was joking. Oh, yeah, for real. Yep. With those two gone, it seems people have nobody to fight with, and they are now not getting along. Who is now not getting along? What do you mean, everybody? Oh, you shouldn't have been timed out, Shaq Lady. That wasn't necessary. He came online from the beginning. He said he had a son and 2 cane Corsos. The lies roll so natural for him. Yeah. He's been lying. Look, watcher of crazy. And you were cool with him, right? 100%. You can't defend that. Yeah. I mean, and Alex V is right. I mean, the fucking guy has been lying since the beginning. This is a guy who told us he was in Florida. Think about the mental illness it takes to just decide one day, hey, I'm going to tell everybody I'm going to Florida on vacation. And then you tell them I'm going to Florida. I'll be in Florida soon. Hey, SoFlo, if you want to see me, I'll be in this hotel. I'm going to Florida. Then one day, guess what? I'm in Florida. Here we are. Me and my wife are going to go to a restaurant right now and eat dinner. And then the cat meows. And instead of just thinking for a second and coming up with a strategy like saying, oh, look, I brought the cat with me. That's why you heard a meow. No, you just rat yourself out. You just say, oh, shit. All right, guys. Well, I'm not in Florida. I'm at home. That's why this was not some strategic thing he was doing. He's talking about, I wanted to get certain people talking. I knew the reaction I'd get. Bro, there's no strategy to any of your fucking behavior. Okay, there's none. There's no. Otherwise, you would have just said that day, yeah, that you heard the cat meow. So what? I brought the fucking cat with me. It's a pet friendly motel or hotel. Who cares? But nope, he didn't know what to do. So he was just like, all right, I lied. So Shug, there's no way this is something you came up with. In no way, shape, or form would it make sense if it was or be worth it to you. There's no way. It doesn't make sense. What kind of joke is that? Wait a minute, South Philly Tony. Isn't South Philly Tony the guy? Is that the one? There's two. One of them's a good guy. They got similar names. Didn't didn't this guy go over to Soflo's channel and start bashing me and my family? All right, Shack Lady. Well, believe me, he's not joking. Uh, let me see. I thought so. Apparently, people can't have an opinion around there. Oh no! You can't. No, Watcher of Crazy, right here on MobTube. No. God forbid you have a difference of opinion. I mean, holy shit! A bunch of people with no proof whatsoever said that Tony Soflo got either arrested, detained, or deported. I fucking gave an opposing viewpoint, and now the whole fucking MobTube for 2 weeks were like, "What the fuck, man? Why's he hating? He must want Soflo to still be here." Like they lose their shit. You can't have an opposing viewpoint. It's a bunch of people who have convinced themselves that they are right all the time. They're too smart to be wrong. And God forbid anybody tells them they are. Oh my God. They'll never recover from it. President, Commander in Chief, GOP, guaranteed only predators. Nice. I like that. This is not a politics show, but I'm going to be doing one right after this. True story was told too detailed to be a joke. Yeah, you know what? I would play it, but I'm not even going to bother. I played it a couple of times before you heard it. And I mean, the fucking guy he straight up said, the dog. Maybe I should play it. I don't know. The dog licked his asshole. I mean, and I know Carlos. I know that there's almost an exact. It is the exact same story on 40-year-old virgin. Except when you brought that up, Suge said he never saw 40-year-old virgin. Okay, and also, on 40-year-old virgin, they didn't add all that extra stuff about how dogs love this shit because it's protein and they lick up the girl's belly. And oh my God, oh fucking mighty. All right, see you, Shack Lady. Have a good day. True story. That is a true story. That's what he said. Yeah, true story. It's a true story. That's what he said. That's what he said. Is South Philly Tony the guy I'm thinking of, or is he the good guy? I think he's the bad guy, right? South Philly Tony. Are you not the guy that went over? You just dipped from here, and then you went to SoFlo's chat and were just bashing me relentlessly. That's you, right? He lived it. He don't need to see it. Yeah. Well, he was in the movie business. For all we know, he wrote that scene for fucking for 40-year-old virgin. Chris, I think he did. Yeah, who's the other guy? There's another South Philly guy that's not a bad guy. Oh, that was South Philly Tony? Yeah, block him, please. Block the shit out of him. You don't get to do that. You left, you're gone. No coming back, fuckface. No. Yeah, because see, that's what's so funny. All you dickheads who talked shit right along Tony Soflo, and laughed and joked about people's families and everything else. You thought he'd be here forever. And now he's not here. And it's like, oh, we have nowhere to go. And you think you can come back. You cannot. You cannot. The Fifth Amendment provides due process rights to immigrants. Additionally, the 14th Amendment reinforces these protections for all persons within the U.S. jurisdiction, including non-citizens. Yes, Steffelson, you're a good dude. Steffelson donates and everything. Good guy. This is not a politics show, but I'll be doing one right after that, right after this, and we'll talk about all that stuff. Thank you for stopping by, though. Did you notice that Carlos avoided Suge's show last night? I guess he is looking for a new wrench in another show. Well, I mean, like I said, I didn't watch any of Suge's show, but I don't know. I think Carlos is all in with Suge. I don't know. I mean, you think something went sideways between the two of them? I would think if maybe right after that story, but Carlos defended him, so I don't know. He'll be in stand-up guys chat now bashing you. Very typical. Who, South Philly Tony? Yeah, fuck out of here, bro. I saw this dickhead in Soflo's chat. Well, Soflo's talking about my dead mother and every fucking thing else. He's in there laughing it up. You ain't coming back around here, bro. You ain't coming back around here. Fuck that. Guys, I'll be right back. Let me get my glasses. I'm going blind. Hold on. So listen, I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Like, this is one of those times I probably should have listened, because if I could go for 3 hours, probably based on the shit Suge talked about me, because I heard he talked a lot. The only problem is I don't know a single thing he said about me, so it's tough for me to respond, you know. But I could just stay on a rant about the guy. It's not fucking hard, especially with this fucking thing he did recently. I mean, God Almighty, Mike, the fuck are you thinking? I swear to God, if I was ever perverted enough that I engaged in something like that, I would take that to the grave. There's nobody that would ever hear about it. Nobody, nobody. But Sugar's like, hey, let me tell you guys a story. My dog. He even said his pit bull, Faye. It's not even like now he could be like, guys, I never even had a dog. You said your pit bull Faye did it. Maybe because I'm assuming it was a female dog, Faye. Maybe he thinks it's okay because of that. I don't know. I don't know. Oh shit! I think Carlos would have replaced the dog if Suge asked him. Oh my God, Gravesend, how dare you? Michael Hensley, we love you more, brother. Good to see you. These people will do anything to have a platform to talk, including covering for a sicko. They will, man. They really will. And that's what it is, you know, like these people, it's so like, it's such a cult mentality, you know. There's nothing your guy can do bad enough for you to say, oh, that's a bridge too far. The guy's fucking with a dog. You know what I mean? Like, on top of all the other goofy, weird, degenerate shit he said and everything. I mean, there's no line to cross. Shug, you could say anything at this point. You might as well just say you were Chomo. They'll be like, he was joking. You know what I mean? All you got to do on here, unless you're FBS, is if you tell a story, no matter how sick, twisted, or perverted, just say you're joking afterwards, and the people that want to believe you will. It's just like, let's not forget, this is not new to this community. This is denial, okay? Denial land. MRE, the tattoo of Hitler, the dioramas in his room of Nazis hanging Jews, the fucking SS fucking flag, the swastikas, all the shit around his room, the fucking court case where the cops labeled him a white supremacist, even Breitbart labeled him a white supremacist. It's undeniable white supremacist. And there are still people today that will tell you, come on, man, he's not a white supremacist. The guy's not even racist. He's nice to Josie. Meanwhile, Josie is racist. What? People believe what they want to believe because it suits them. You know, it's like, I want to be part of this group. And if I got to go along with this bullshit, I'll do so. I'll do so. Last night, I showed that yesterday when millions of Epstein files were released. I guess Todd Blanche decided he doesn't want to go to prison after Trump leaves office, so he decided to release some. One of them states clearly that a woman reported Trump to the FBI for forcing her friend to give him oral sex and then hitting her afterwards. Okay. And instantly, immediately, the MAGA people said, it's an accusation. Who cares about accusations? But Ashley Biden's diary said showers that weren't inappropriate, and that means Joe Biden is without a doubt a pedo. No doubt, no question, right? So it's just like, people believe what they want to fucking believe. If they want to be part of a group, they will toe the line. They will do whatever is required of them to remain part of that group. And that's what we're seeing with Suge now. All right, Miss Can't Be Wrong. After the way you were treated on that show last night, Miss Can't Be Wrong, very surprising. Very surprising. What happened? What did he say? I don't know anything. All I know is I got a thing that a post that Suge made where Miss Can't Be Wrong thought Suge was talking about me, but Eric said he thinks he was talking about him. Let me guess. He kept calling her Miss Cunt Smells Wrong, the piece of shit that he is. Leave it to him to use fucking Tony Pizza's stupid catchphrases and shit. Let me see. FBS, is there a reason you didn't choose to do 2 channels, politics and MobTube? 2 streams of income could get monetized quick. Yes, I know it seems ass backwards, but there's absolutely a reason. And the reason is this: I do this for a living. I do YouTube for a living. So if I had time to start a new channel or even use one of my other channel that's supposed to be politics and get started in this, I absolutely would have done it. But I don't have time. Okay. I'm doing the politics because everybody fucked me over and stopped donating to me on here. And I have to make money wherever I can. I tried it on the other channel. I try to do the vertical live streams the way I do on this channel. Don't get a single viewer. It's not as simple as just going live and you get all these views. You have to already have an established channel. That's why I'm not even 100% sure it would work for SUG and stuff, just because he's had so many channels removed. I don't know. But I know it works on this channel. It doesn't work on the other channel. And plus, I already got, I got 12,300 subs now. I've been monetized on here for years. And eventually this will be all politics. There's not going to be any more MobTube. I'll take every single video down that I ever did MobTube related as soon as I can. Yeah, it's all over. He is on a platform that trashes you, Miss Can't Be Wrong. That should be enough. Who are we talking about? I don't know. Anyway, it's the gays were fucked up. Did you hear me say I came on his stomach? Also, my friend. Yeah, I don't even know if I understand what that says. In short, what SUG said was, I don't want to war with you, fat bald jerk off, and then went on 20-minute rant calling you and Miss Can't Be Wrong every name in the book. Well, that's because he's butthurt, and Miss Can't Be Wrong is you can't even talk about Miss Can't Be Wrong. She's 1,000 times better person than you are. You're just a low life fucking degenerate. Miss Can't Be Wrong is adored. She's a sweetheart. Even people that don't like me like Miss Can't Be Wrong a lot of the time. You know, she's a hell of a person. She's probably the best friend a person could fucking have. You know, but you'll talk shit about Miss Can't Be Wrong because you can't take when a woman talks about you. Because let's face it, that's all you've dealt with your whole life. You fucking can't stand rejection. That's why you had to buy a bitch. That's why you had to buy your wife, because you couldn't get one on your own. The fucking guy gets married at 53 years old. What does that tell you? Okay. So when he tells these stories about fucking all these women and shit, sure. I bet. Hookers, maybe, but they won't marry you. Oh man, I forgot. I guess they will. My bad. There is Melania and stuff. Forget it. I take it back. All elites are pedos and compromised, in my opinion. Well, to say that, I think, Matt, it's a little crazy. I mean, just because you're an elite doesn't make you attracted to children. You know what I mean? Even Pizza was disgusted at what I said. Yeah, well, let me tell you something. I wouldn't doubt if Pizza has Leon do that to him every fucking night. Tony just says that shit when he's talking out loud on YouTube. Tony ain't got no problem with that. Every now and then I revisit your Anthony Raimondi uploads. Oh, really, Sabrina? I'm glad you like them. Those are classics. I said he drank and melted down. Yeah, Shug, listen, how are you going to get mad at people for saying true shit? If you were a recovering alcoholic, I'll give you an example, Shug. You know how you say, just to say it, that I still use drugs and drink? Well, that is literally slander. It's defamation of character. It is 100% false. There's no proof to back it up. It's just something you say to try to get at me. Okay? That is a problem. When you sit on your shows and drink constantly, and somebody says you drink, that is a fact. That is business you put out there for everybody to see. You made it everybody's business. That nobody's lying on you. It's the truth. But he'll slander motherfuckers in a heartbeat. You know how many times this fucking jerk off put up thumbnails saying I relapsed and everything else? But Miss Can't Be Wrong says you're a drunk, which is a fact, and you get all pissed off and start bashing her. Okay, bro. Listen. I'll tell you one thing Miss Can't Be Wrong never did. When it involves a dog. I didn't call him a drunk. I just said he drank. No, I know, but I'm calling him a drunk. which is true. A pizza doesn't have morals. No. FBS, you can't quit because that shuts Tony Pizza for good. You wouldn't do that to the poor guy, would you? Oh, yeah, Benny, you got a point. Yeah, I would. I would. Oh, fuck it. Let me see. Joey Dimes, $3 for someone, anyone match. We'll see. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But as you guys know, Joey Dimes is one of the biggest sponsors of this show. You know the spiel. You know. So he can get mad. He could be all up in his feelings and shit. This is Shug. He's very sensitive. He's very feminine. You know what I mean? He's very much like a woman. I'm sorry, but he is. Every little thing hurts his fucking feelings. He never lets go of a grudge. He's a fucking baby. Remember, we weren't even talking about each other for months. And then a few months ago, I find out Shug played a clip of me and said, "You motherfucker, you cocksucking fucking," calling me all kinds of names. You're a whole box of motherfuckers, and whatever he says. you fucking you said my wife is a whore or some shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? If I said that, it was probably years ago. And then I realized the clip he played was something that I guess SoFlo put it up, or one of those troll channels or something like that. And it's like, so you just take the bait when people try to get you to fight with other people. This is something I said years ago, fucktard, and you're just bringing it up. He forgets about he would use, deliberately, manipulated pictures of my wife and stuff like that to make her look ugly and all kinds of shit, make her look fat, all kinds of things. You'd call her every name in the fucking book. That's fine. But I called his wife a whore, even though, guys, listen, I'm not saying she's a whore. I really don't want to start the wife thing. I really don't. But when you tell us that you found a woman in a strip club and she was an illegal immigrant, and there was some sort of transaction made that resulted in a marriage. Well, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, this is Melania. Melania was a woman who was pimped, basically. There was a guy that owned a place called the Kit Kat Club, and he would provide beautiful Eastern European women with rich men, and they provided Donald Trump with her. She was literally a whore. So if you're going to call your wife a whore, don't get mad if I do it. I mean, you're telling us she's a whore. I don't understand. Not now, but when you met her. And never tell anybody that you met your wife in a fucking strip club. Jesus Christ. But my wife. And if so, she was a customer. She wasn't one of the strippers. You know what I mean? If I met Shanna in a rehab and she was another patient, I wouldn't tell you that. She was a nurse. Different thing. If the owner of the strip club is the woman you met, fine. If she's one of the bitches on stage, you don't want to tell anybody that. That's a secret. You don't say that out loud, Shug, just like the dog thing and the tranny thing. The guy's mad at himself because he's a dummy. Okay. And he constantly says and does things that causes him to be ridiculed by everybody. And he knows it's just another strike against him. He told that tranny story in the beginning, like as if everybody has been through that. Like, oh yeah, I hear you. I remember when that happened to me in 1982. And it turned out that for years now, he's been tortured because of it. And instead of learning from it and never making the mistake again, now he tells a worse story about a dog. And of course, people are getting at him exactly like they should. And that drives him crazy. So now it's Miss Can't Be Wrong's fault. It's my fault. It's Eric Foss's fault. Fuck you. If I ever told a story like that, or Eric or Miss Can't Be Wrong, which none of us would, by the way, you would use it to abuse us relentlessly. And guess what? Rightfully so. We would deserve it. Sick fuck. Bill Gates asking Epstein for antibiotics for him catching an STD is an example. What? Is that true? Because that sounds like bullshit to me, Matthew Wren. I got to be honest. Why would he ask? He's one of the richest men in the world. Why would he ask Epstein for antibiotics? Epstein's not a doctor. Sabrina Merrick, $2. Great content on a Saturday afternoon, Chris. Thank you. Sabrina always donates, whether it's $1, $2, always donates. A sweetheart of a person. Thank you, Sabrina. And it goes to show, I don't care if it's $1, $2. Hey, I appreciate every dime. You fuckers all abandoned me. 116 people right now, and I made a total of $5 You wonder why I don't want to do these shows anymore. He'll say he was joking about meeting her in a strip club. Of course he will. Shug, you're a nasty, nasty wannabe. Why don't you go partner up with Jim Terry, you dog fucker? Joy Perry, good one. Yes, good. Nice to see you, by the way. Yeah, good point. Good point. Oh, shit. It is disgusting. But hey, you know, leave it to Shug. Probably if you dream up any perverted sex fantasy you can, Shug's probably engaged in it. He's defensive because it's become an insult colloquially, but she may have been literally hooah. Get over it, Shug. Well, yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, the fucking guy, you know, he tells the guys, come on, man. My wife took a fucking Excedrin. This is a woman who lives with chronic pain. She has fibromyalgia. She's always, her joints are always killing her. I feel terrible for the woman. She's always in pain. Refuses to take a narcotic of any kind. Refuses and hasn't for years and years. Even when the doctors want her to, she tells them no. She just takes Excedrin. Okay. She took an Excedrin when she was on a live stream with me in 2021, and they still say she's on drugs because of that. So Shug, there are no special rules for you, fuckface. Okay. If you come out and you describe your wife as being a whore, and then people say your wife is a whore, how are you going to get mad? It's just like if you come on here and say you had a dog lick your ass, and then people make fun of you for having a dog lick your ass, and then you get mad at them for saying that. I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? I don't think Shug gets it. But Shug will make up lies about you all day long. No problem. He'll make up lies about you all day long. He'll say the most fucked up shit, and that's fine. It's when you come back at him, that's when it becomes a problem. How dare you? Sabrina Merrick, $5. Why would a dog lick a person's? I have a hard time believing this. Well, I don't know, because I think a dog will lick pretty much anything. I don't know. I think dogs are disgusting when you really think about it. I caught Peanut trying to drink Rusty's piss one time. I know it's disgusting, but that just tells you right there. You know what I mean? So they're nasty creatures. They truly are nasty creatures. That's why you never want a dog licking you. Shug. Even on your hand. So I wouldn't doubt that. It's why would a human being allow it that gets me. Thank you again for the $5. I told you I would kick the dog across the room if I was ever in that predicament and the dog tried some shit like that. For real, I'd kick him right to the ASPCA. Nobody is saying she's the town bicycle nowadays. Who cares what weirdos online say? Grow up, you geriatric crybaby. Yeah, nobody's saying she's a whore now. And I'm not even saying she was a whore then. You said it. If you describe your wife as somebody who married you for money, or fucked you for money, or dated you for money, or even if, I think he told a variation of the story at one point where it was actually her that paid him so he would marry her. Who the fuck knows, Shug? Who knows? But not marry her because she wanted to be married to him, married her so she could get a green card of some sort. Isn't it funny? And you guys you don't know the half of it. Hopefully I never have to tell you, but it's so fucking funny how many of these Trump supporters are some way, shape, or form involved with an illegal immigrant or somebody who was an illegal immigrant. You know, like Shug, she was an illegal fucking immigrant. You know what I'm saying? Melania, people like this, all these Trump supporters, and I'm not going to name everybody, but a lot of them, you'll see, they're married to some sort of foreigner that was at one point, at least when they met them, an illegal alien. And now they want all illegals deported. You don't know how many Trump supporters I've come across in Shug's exact predicament. Not that they met her in a strip club, but I mean, married somebody who was an illegal immigrant. And now A huge Trump supporter, not the one that was illegal, the one that married him. It's amazing. I mean, Donald Trump alone. Look, Donald Trump. He's been married 3 times. Only once was to an American. He's always married foreigners and shit. You know what I mean? I could go further into that about like, the fact that Melania can barely speak English and Trump supporters constantly have a problem with people who can't speak English. But, you know, hey, that's just another hypocrisy. Oh, God. Shug, Eric Foss has got a better show than you do, you nasty fuck. He does. Soto, $10, matching dimes, and Sabrina. Thank you, Soto. Another guy that always comes through. Thank you, Soto. What up, beautiful people? Sachio, leave Miss Can't Be Wrong out of your mouth. Otherwise, Old Painless is out of the bag. Old Painless. What does that mean? Sig, he used Nutella on. Oh, God. Let me see. Who's awesome Miss Can't Be Wrong? Let me see. It's like the anti-gay politicians always found in a gay sex. Oh, yeah. Always. Is it possible he got the story from the movie, then lied to Carlos saying he didn't see it to make himself out to be a wonderful creator instead of a copycat? No. No, because as desperate as he is for people not to believe this, even his friend Carlos, because listen, he didn't realize it was weird until people started making fun of him. So even if, you know, he was honest with Carlos at first, he would even want Carlos to believe he was just joking. The easy way out would have been to say, yeah, I got it from 40-year-old virgin, even though that would not have convinced people like me, because it's not all you said. If that's all he said, and then we saw the clip of the 40-year-old virgin and it was exactly identical, fine. Even though it's a bizarre thing to do. I don't know why you do it to yourself, but it's not. He was talking to the screen, telling Pizza how much the dogs love protein and it's all protein. And then he talked about when he bust on a girl's belly and the dog would lick that up. And oh my, and when he jerked, he said, not only when I masturbated, in other words, he would, and the dog would clean up. Probably his 2. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, he's getting blown by a dog. It's not good. To be fair, was Trump was never a looker or had a great bedside manner. He needed that leverage. Good point. Why would anyone come on here and discuss the demented, twisted shit they do in the bedroom? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's only certain people, but I told you, Shug is a very strange character. Now, let's be serious for a second. You know how I analyze people. Okay, so let's see what we know about Shug. Shug's a fucking geek. He always was. If you see pictures of him from back in the day, you can see that. He's always a fucking geek. He was never even a halfway decent looking guy. Never. He was always a goofy looking bastard. Okay. He, I guarantee you, never got girls, never had a large group of friends. It was just him and Mike, or Sons of Italy, whatever his name is. Okay. And, you know, he was probably an outcast and all that shit. You know, he got a job, a good job, based simply on nepotism. That's it. I want to remind you, because Shug will probably be one of those people that talks about DEI. Oh, DEI is fucking racism. And, you know, Shug, you got the job you got because you were born into it. Your entire fucking family works for the same union and does the same fucking thing you do, or they're involved in the movie industry somehow. I studied your entire bloodline. Everybody, if you go on Facebook and look up Sachio, you will find a fuck ton of Sachios that are part of the same union he is. What are you going to tell me? They're not related to him? Come on. That's not even a common Italian last name. Okay. And of course, I checked too to make sure they were all related to him. Nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles, everybody. Okay. So he got a job simply, and that's why never, ever, ever fuckface brag about what you got or how you had such a great career. Nothing you got today, you got on your own. Nothing. Not a single thing. You only got that job because your family got it for you. That's it. Otherwise, you probably would have been fucking doing drywall your whole life or some shit. Okay. So, that's his life. And he becomes a heroin addict very early on. Heroin addict for 40 years. I didn't even know it was possible to be a heroin addict for 40 years. Okay. And he was, you heard him. He was living basically in like abandoned buildings, crack houses, fucking shooting galleries, basically stuff like that. And he was constantly getting evicted, and he was in all kinds of financial trouble. And he still is in some, by the way. But that's his life. I mean, he's a fucking. What did I even bring that up? I don't even remember. But that's his life. I mean, he's never been. Oh, that's why, because he's weird. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. He's weird. He's probably been an odd character his whole life. He's unbelievably feminine. Okay, he's the only man from Brooklyn I've ever heard who sounds more like a Jewish woman from Long Island. Nothing when you hear him speak would make you think he's from Brooklyn. And you can't tell me shit. My whole fucking, believe me, I know Brooklyn well. Okay. I mean, of course, sure, it could be. But when you hear him, that's not the first thing you're going to think. He sounds like a Yenta from Long Island. That's what he sounds like. So if you put him on Angel's panel with all those women like Carol and all those women, it's like, you would not be able to tell the difference between him and them. You wouldn't. You would not. Okay. So, he's just, he's been a loser his whole fucking life. And he's a weird guy. I mean, to be that effeminate or feminine, especially when you're a guy from Brooklyn, it's so bizarre the way he speaks, and he sounds gay. I mean, nobody that hears him, unless they thought he was a woman from Long Island, nobody would think he's straight. Nobody. You'd have to be out of your fucking mind. It's like when you hear MRE talk. If you hear MRE talk and say, oh, yeah, this guy loves pussy, you're out of your ever-loving fucking mind. And Sachio's a weird dude like that. Who knows if he's even into chicks, guys? He went to Thailand. He might have went there for little boys. Who the fuck knows? And he said, not us, he said that him and his wife don't sleep in the same bed. So, Shug, you might not want to put up in a community post that your marriage is in good standing and criticize somebody else's, because you and your wife don't sleep in the same bed. Then that tells me you don't have sex either. But then again, who knows if you even want to have sex with her? So this is who he is. So he's a weird guy. So he thinks he can come on here and tell these stories, and everybody has similar stories. Like, he expected people on the panel that night to be like, yeah, I got blown by a tranny once too. It didn't happen. And he was like, uh-oh. Same with the dog story. For some reason, he didn't think that story was fucked up. And here's what's baffling. Neither do most of his people. They don't think so either. Can you imagine? So, puppy chow tingleberries. He wouldn't lie because he didn't think it was weird. Yes, that's how you know he was not talking to celebrities on set. He was probably the trash guy. He can't be trusted to communicate with humans and social cues. No, look what he did with Anthony Center's son that day. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's another thing. Like, I came on here a guy nobody ever heard of outside of my city. You know what I mean? I was never on the internet. And within 2 months, I was doing celebrity interviews. How is it that Sachio met all these people? He's got pictures with all these people, and he hasn't been able to pull off one interview yet. You're telling me you worked with all these actors, and none of them ever gave you their phone number, said, hey, if you ever need something, hit me up, or nothing. You don't have their email ad. You can't say, hey, if you wouldn't mind doing an interview on my channel. Nothing. That would lead me to believe that at most, all he ever did was rub elbows with these people. He never actually really talked to them. If I had a donkey lick my ass, I am not talking. Good choice. You're not going to want to. Keep that to yourself. Nice, Bobby Barbarian. Dogs love protein like Trump is protein. Yeah, he is protein. Well, then leave. Michelle Pfeiffer's bodyguard. Who asked you for your fucking opinion? Leave. Bye. Who cares about you? I'll stay on it for as long as I want. Stop it. Drywall has been good to me. No, but the reason I bring that up is because he has a LinkedIn where he's he does drywall. That's what his LinkedIn says. He does drywall, and it is his. I know for a fact it is. But I think that's part of what he does. Like he builds sets, I think, and stuff. But what I'm saying is, instead of building movie sets, he would just be doing drywall somewhere else, and he wouldn't have had such a prestigious career. He would have been just another working man, So, it's bizarre. Like all that time, and you got no connections, none. Amazing. You think? You might be right. He sounds like Fran Drescher. Oh, he does. Billy Jacks, good point. His marriage is in good standing for him. He just wants a companion and caretaker. He's got one. I guess. Matthew Rent. I guess. Leave it to Shug to just know that off the top of his head, too. I didn't know that. He and the lady boys get on all fours barking like his... Oh, he had the lady boys, yeah. She's probably now not... well, maybe he went there for dogs. Who knows? She's probably not down with the dog being involved. Probably not. All right, let me see. Sugar also said his wife was the one who suggested the STD test after his trip. So she doesn't care what he does. It's all convenience for her. Wow. So she's even aware that he probably fucked something over there. Yeah, Billy Jacks. Sugar got that sugar in his tank. He does. All right, guys. I got to get going. Thanks for everything. Peace.